We have executive function in our brain. That's one of the things we've evolved. So animals go about their routines, their patterns, their habits, and they follow their instincts. Unfortunately, humans have executive function of the brain, but we don't tend to use it as much as we could. So what happens is we fall into habits. We might wake up and check email, and then we're lost. Right? We're just responding to things. We eat the things we've always eaten. I like to know that one coffee shop that I can always go to and get my favorite meal. And that's fine, unless we're not happy with the pace at which we're moving towards our goals, or we're not happy with our goals. So this is where coaching comes in for me. And I'm biased. I've been a coach for 20-something years. And sometimes in my life, I've had 5 coaches, depending on what I want to work on. What we need to do is make sure we take regular time out from our patterns and our habits to use the executive function of the brain. And this is what happens when people meet with me on a coaching call. They take time out of their day and I say, what do you want? Now we start with, say, 12 months. All right. So listeners, what would have you really be happy? Like you would call everybody you know and say, this is so awesome if you achieve this over 12 months. That's the beginning. Now, 12 months is too far out. So we've got to chunk it back. We need to layer our goals. So 3 months out, what would a win look like? Write down, say, 3 business things and 3 personal things. It would be a win and have you fully on track. And here's the hard part. What will you agree not to care about for the next 3 months? Because we want to do everything. We don't want to miss out, and it's quite fun, and we get dopamine and adrenaline from responding to text and email. But if it really matters to you, what will you care about for 3 months, and then what will you agree to put in a drawer? And that's not easy to do. But once you've done that, we can come back again to the next 7 days and say, all right, over these 7 days, these are my Post-its on the wall that matter. Anything else that wants to come in is going to have to get past me, because I'm going to put it in a drawer for the next week or the week after, because I've already got my plan. Or I'll have a meeting with myself and I'll weigh it all up and I'll say, what can I drop this week? We need to have that step. Otherwise, I had one client, he was very ordered, very structured, but he would, when something would get in front of him, he'd add it to his calendar. There was no triage. There was no discernment. We need to be able to say, no, I'm not going to do Facebook until 4 o'clock. I'm not going to do that fun project. I'm not going to watch Netflix until 8, because these things are more important.